So here we are, finally time for the Wind Geralt Spotlight. The question is he going to be a good unit, or is he going to be something that needs a buff at some point over the next year? Typically what Come To Us does nowadays, you know how it is they release something, it's underwhelming, and then they buff it. Unless it's an LD, then they release it good, and it doesn't really matter. So Wind Geralt, he's got a couple things going for him. He's got the decreased attack power with the first skill. Second skill is an AoE bomb and stun. Not a 100% chance though, which is kind of sad, and he also doesn't have the same activation rate buff as this one, where he does 10% activation rate for every beneficial effect granted on yourself. He's got the same skill 2 bomb, but it doesn't have the extra activation rate. What he does have is the Metamorphosis passive. Whenever you grant harmful effects on the enemy, so he does do harmful effects, you grant yourself shield, immunity, or counterattack for 2 turns if the effect is not already applied to yourself. He also has, possibly the best part about him, the leader skill. Increase the attack power of allied monsters with wind attribute by 50%, which means that your Lucian is going to do more damage. I think that this is something people are kind of overlooking, is even if he's a dud, he's got an attack power 50% leader skill, and that's great for Lucian. So, yeah, but this Metamorphosis passive, I think that if they just change the buffs, that could make him much more useful. Unfortunately, he's an HP unit that does bombs, which is already kind of a disadvantage versus an attack power unit that does bombs. And we do have some other bomb unit that we kind of need to compare him to, which are very strong, especially Malaka, of course, OP Malaka. John is a great Nat 5. That is a bomber. Also, Dover is a great bomber. He's got the CC here. He's got the bomb here. He increases his attack bar as well. And he does stuns and decrease attack gauge. We also have some other bombers that I don't myself have. But let's see how he does, and let's see how we feel about him. I think that my prediction is going to be that he needs an activation rate buff, which Come To Us probably already knows, and he also needs different debuffs on his passive, which Come To Us probably already knows. I'm just expecting him to get carried by a whole bunch of LD. There's only one LD5 on the battlefield. Doesn't even get banned out. So they have the speed lead and the swift unit, I assume, on both sides. Okay. Increase cool times. Very nice. Oh, it doesn't get it on the Shungpung. But John still has immunity, so John can still bomb things. Let's see. John bombs on everything. Okay, let's see if Wind Geralt is gonna bomb on everything too. Well, he can't bomb. He can't do much of anything right now because he's cooled down. That's not his fault. We want to see if he's actually gonna land the skills. Okay, and he gets some buffs though on himself as part of his passive. He only got 1 bomb though, which is kind of sad, but we kind of thought that was going to happen, right? I feel that this is a John spotlight. I feel that this kind of shows that John didn't get cooldown right away, but also John landed his bombs. Can we focus? That's the focus. John landed his bombs. Wind Geralt did not land his bombs. No Bulwark yet. All right. Bans out Wusa. Bans out Wusa. Okay. Bans out Wusa. Bans out Riley. I mean, they have no immunity. He gets stunned anyway. It doesn't really matter. Are we really going to even see him do stuff? Or are we going to see all of the other units here? All right, is that going to be enough? It is not going to be enough, but he violent procs. The violent proc, always the deciding factor. Okay, additional turn, right? Always the violent proc is the deciding factor. If he lands the bombs here, he does not land the bombs here. I think we're seeing what we need to see. I think we're going to see what we needed to see regardless. I don't think it was very hard for him to miss the bombs. Okay. Oh, he's on despair. Yeah, you can tell by that last attack that he did. He's on despair. He does have the revenge. I think it would be really nice if he had a threat state. I didn't think I was going to say that, but I think it would be nice if he had a threat state. I also think it would be nice if he had 100% activate. Oh my god, he's not. He's getting stunned more than he's giving stuns. This is okay. This is a Water Dokebi Lord spotlight, if anything. Okay, he got one bomb, and he also got a revenge, and that's his despair right there, kicking in. And the Oblivion. It's gonna be a Dokebi Lord spotlight. Oh, I stand corrected. He got the final blow. Oh, I did not expect those to come out on the right-hand side. All right. I mean, it is C1 and a whole bunch of LDs. Right. No surprise there. Not even for C1. No surprise at any rank of RTA to see just a plethora of LDs. Okay. Things are about half dead. Looks like it's going to be an LD spotlight. Oh, he gets... Hold on. He gets some stuns. He gets at least 2 bombs. He did things. I'll give him that. Won't take that away from him. How does this end? We all want to know. I don't know if it's going to end with him doing anything amazing. But we'll see. We'll see. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. We got to give him a chance. Okay, so he's got the revenge. It would work so great if he had the, like, immunity, shield, revenge, threat state. That would be pretty nice. We're gonna see so Samat's gonna take at least one of those units down, yeah. And then the bomb finishes the other one off. Oh, hold on, guys, give me a spotlight. All right, let's see if he violent procs enough to get the bomb. Then get the bomb again. Never mind. Okay, so he really didn't do much more than any other unit would have done. They're going to skill one with Camilla on the Chandra. And then see if they get the freeze on the Fermion. Yep. And if they get it, then they got a chance. Freeze and freeze. Oh, hold on. Freeze again. Constant freeze. Is that I was gonna say Vanessa. It's definitely not Vanessa. Is that Camilla or Varad? I can't tell. Increased cooldowns too. Oh, okay. Here's that wacky looking sombrero Spider-Man again. There's not really too many people in RTA using this unit, so. And I don't know if I have to say this, but we didn't summon him on any accounts. Otherwise, we would at least be trying. Trying and failing, but at least be trying. All right. I'm surprised to see the Water Dokebi Lord as such a big part of the meta. He's not really my cup of tea, personally, but I also have not tried him out firsthand, so I may feel completely different if I had. So do they get the bombs? Do they get the stunts? Of course, the bomb on Juno. Of course. That transmog is wild. The totem is transmog. He's really not doing crazy. He's not showing us how wonderful of a unit he is. He's just kind of he's there and not as strong as other things, in my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. I don't think I've seen that Riley transmog in action yet. Have I? I don't think I have. Okay. And Shizuka's doing Shizuka thing. Oh, hold on. Skill 1 on Juno. Yep. But sadly, she's going to cleanse all of that. So, yeah. We're really not seeing the unit we're supposed to be seeing anymore, so... Yeah. I don't know that this really matters how this winds up. It's does the Wind Monkey destroy this Shadowcaster, or vice versa? Does RNG and logic make sense today, or does it just or does it not? Oh, do they get? Well, you know, he's coming back. It would be nice to see him come back and put bombs on everything. Maybe we'll see that. That would be a perfect perfect ending to this match. He comes back, he bombs everything. I mean, I suppose Shizuka is bombing everything. Shizuka's doing what we want him to do. You know? Put a bunch of bombs on, put a bunch of stuns on, and then put a bunch of buffs on himself, his own team. So... I think it's going to be a Shizuka spotlight. I think this is going to be a Minato spotlight. Yeah, I think Minato's got this at this point. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that we really got to see too much of what he does. Although with the Shizuka is kind of nice because then he puts his buffs on and he puts the debuffs on the enemies and then and then she just multiplies all of that. Both players looking to take turn 1? Yeah, absolutely. And a Leo comes out. Alright, so player on the right-hand side has decided turn 2 is fine. Player on the left-hand side still committed to turn 1, but Josephine's going to cut in a second. Yep, and then it goes skill 2 on Poseidon. Oh, gets another turn as well. Okay. Does he get an additional turn? Is he even on Violent? Okay. He does not get an additional turn. We do get to see the Light Puppeteer. Okay. Gets some... gets 3 bombs. I mean, he landed it and they were squishy enough that between the attack power buff, even though he's an HP unit, attack power buff, and they were squishy enough that those bombs were just going to kill regardless, and it was already in the bag at that point. So of course these videos are edited, which means that we're trying to show him at his finest. So the things that you've already seen are him at his finest, not the ones where he just whiffs and does nothing and then loses the match. There are a lot of those. There are quite a lot of those. His win rate actually is, from the matches that I've seen, his win rate is about 20 to 25%. And you can see right there. You can see what he did right there. He put 1 bomb on things. He's an HP unit. He's not a damage dealer. And he doesn't even do the bombs. He is a Nat 5. Nat 4s do bombs. Nat 4s are more reliable in doing their bombs than this unit is, and he is a Nat 5. He was just very disappointing. And this is him at his finest, is what you've seen today. You haven't seen the like 75 to 80% of the matches where he's just does nothing, takes up space, and helps the opponent win. So, yeah, you don't even have to hit him. He's not doing anything. They're like, yeah, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's just very disappointing. There's really no reason to pick him in things when there's just so many other options that are better. Even 4 stars. Like, as much of, you know, Malaka is a joke on this channel, we have to take him very seriously. But Malaka is, of course, a joke. But even that is so much, in my opinion, so much better. I'm biased. The Light Bomber is so much better. John, the Fire Sky Surfer, is so much better. This unit is Balance Patch Fuel. He's going to be good one day. Who knows what he's going to do. If everything needs to be 100% for skill 2, or at least very high. Not what it currently is, because currently it's just a disappointment, and you don't even know if you're going to... Like, it's already Summoner's War. Nah, it's even... Oh, we don't need more RNG. Anyway, that's it for this one. That's him at his finest. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would stick this in storage. I gotta be honest, I would stick this in storage if I had it. And wait for a balance patch. I'm sure he will get a crazy buff at some point, like a year from now. Anyway, I will see you as always in the next one.